morning, everybody. This is Lorraine.
And this is Jennifer.
And this morning, we're going to talk about figuring out what to talk about, what to write about, what to advertise. Because we're going to talk about.
Market research, one of my favorite things to do. I absolutely love market research. And sometimes I get too involved in it, and I know clients a lot of times, or even yourself, you're like, I just need to get started. I don't want to, do all this research, but it can really allow you to start with a solid strategy if you do that research first and understand your market.
Absolutely. And so I notice we've already got some people dropping in. I really want to suggest that if you've got a question as we're talking about some of this, or if you have a suggestion of your favorite research tool, go ahead and share them in the comments. And Jennifer, I know you love online research, but I'm
Yes.
going to suggest that for a lot of business owners, you can do a lot of research in the real world too.
Yeah, yeah. So give me some of your favorites.
So my favorite, and this is going to horrify people, I think, but the truth is, go to the library. I know. You think you got it. I mean, I've got it all on my phone. Why do I need to go to the library? Well, I'm going to tell you because libraries have something called a research librarian, and these people are not as busy as they used to be.
Oh, I wonder why.
Wonder why. And so if you go in and talk to them about what you're trying to learn more about, they're going to point you at resources that maybe you would find eventually. They're going to
Yeah.
point you to databases. They might even point you to, oh, I don't know, a book. But there's fabulous tools there. When I first started Round Peg and I was trying to figure out industries and where the growth was. And the research librarians introduced me to databases that I later accessed from home. So, my favorite number one resource, the library.
All right, you want my favorite?
Yes, do your favorite.
My favorite is Google Analytics.
Mhm.
It is this little piece of code that you add to your website, and it is amazing where you can find out, the demographics of people who are getting to your website. Where are they getting to your website, down to the geo-targeting area or city, I should say. That's normal terms. Down to what are their interests are. What are they looking at when they get to your website? Where are they leaving? I could go on and on with Google Analytics, and it's an excellent research tool.
Absolutely. And I think, what you're bringing up and what I brought up is the first thing you got to figure out is what do you want to know? Are you trying to decide what business I should be in? Or are you trying to decide I've got a business, what's working and what's not working? And so as you're looking at all the different um, possible research tools, I think the first thing you got to start with is the question. And then take those questions to the right tools.
You know what a really good research tool is for questions is Answer the Public.
Oh, I love Answer the Public.
Answer the Public will tell you what are the questions that people are having. You can use this free tool, and there are paid versions, but you can insert inside that tool the things that you think people are asking or just a subject, and it will spit out a ton of like, this is what they're asking.
This is what people want to know. And so that's going to lead you to if your question is what do I write about? What should I feature? Answer the Public is a great resource. And one of the other things with Answer the Public, because it's pulling from just Google, is in a way, Google gives you a ton of answers in plain sight. When you go
Oh,
to
yeah.
Google and you just type in how does this work or how does that work, up pops all sorts of other resources for you.
Because they already know. And I read this article, or not an article, but a post I saw. It was just yesterday where someone had got 10,000 views by just using that auto suggest of what else people are thinking. Like, it's an excellent place to get your market research from.
Absolutely. And I'm going to give you one more offline. Again, if you're trying to figure out, you've got this idea, and what you're trying to decide is it marketable? You can talk to your friends and family all day long, and they're going to tell you what you want to hear because they love you. Um,
They will listen to you. They will give you feedback. You might not agree with all of it, but it's very good just to listen to what other people have to say.
Absolutely. But then go a little wider. Do some surveys. Almost every email tool now has Google surveys. Absolutely. Almost
Free
every
tool.
free,
Free.
love
On
free.
your website, you could ask questions to your visitors that come. Absolutely free.
Absolutely. And so even if you're in the early stages and you don't even have a website, you can create a Google survey and send it to friends and have it on the back of your business card and invite everybody who you meet to do the survey and start collecting some real data on what people are interested in and what they aren't.
So another one I think about is Google Trends.
Ooh, you are a Google girl, aren't you?
I am. You would be surprised how many free tools that Google has, and people just don't realize that all these tools are available. This tool can show you research over like the past 5 years or all time. You can put in like a particular subject or a keyword, and it will tell you, is it trending up on people searching for it, or is it trending down?
Mhm.
When are the highs and lows of that particular keyword, or whatever you put inside of it. So I love that tool.
Awesome. Again, if what you're looking for is copy, but it's not just copy, because you can also see product information, because you can see things that are hot products are going to pop up on Google Trends. And I'll give you I'm going to go off on a weird tangent for a moment, but I
Hey,
was
that's
listening.
you do
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was
it.
listening yesterday that the Revlon company is filing for bankruptcy. And I mean, and there's a lot of issues, but one of the things was that the pandemic caused a 20 to 25% decline in the use of lipstick. Okay.
Really?
Well, because you're wearing a mask.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't think about it.
Clearly, the Revlon company didn't think about it either. And to me, more than anything else, this was a failure in research and a failure in looking at the trends, because had they been paying attention, had there been somebody out there going, people are wearing masks, they're not going to wear lipstick, they could have made an adjustment. And what they should have done was invested the crap of their marketing in, oh, I don't know, eyewear, eye makeup.
Okay, I'm going to throw a non-Google tool because I think this is a new one that I'm not sure everybody knows this
Mm-mm.
exists.
Not familiar
So,
with SparkToro.
so SparkToro is actually a research tool that was developed by Rand Fishkin. So if you know anything about SEO, then you probably know who he is. He has created this fantastic research tool that I can put in there. My audience frequently talks about, my audience uses these words, my audience visits this website, my audience uses this hashtag, my audience goes to these social accounts, and then it will pull all the rest of the information. What are the podcasts they're listening to? What are the YouTube channels they're going to? What are the websites they're going to? What are the demographics? What are the hashtags? It is an amazing tool that I love it. I think I tend to forget about it because, like you said, I'm a Google tool girl, but it's an awesome tool.
Well, so, and the thing with SparkToro, when you say Rand Fishkin, for people who are not familiar with him, he really broke the Google code. I mean, not not broke it in a way that it didn't work, but broke into it. Really, because he's a really solid mathematician, really got in and
Yes.
understood what Google was doing with their algorithm long before they talked publicly
Yes.
about it.
He's extremely intelligent. Anything that he says, I'm just like hanging on by a thread. Like, tell me more.
Awesome. All right. So we could go on for hours.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that now's a good place to kind of put a pin in it. You've got just a ton of resources. You're going to put links in the show notes, and I'm going to suggest to anybody, if you are curious about online research and online tools, and you don't know where to start, you need to talk to Jennifer at Elevated Marketing Solutions, because this is her jam.
Yes, but we are talking about tools. We didn't even bring up the digital toolbox because we're shy people, but it's a huge, great tool as well in order to find all kinds of information. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I teach my team this? And I think next week we're going to talk about some of the new things that are coming out with it. So I'm excited for that one as well.
I am too. But until then, let's go ahead and say, have a great, great week, folks. We'll see you next Friday.
Bye.
Bye.